Rob and Slim Show.
Rob and Slim, it's Paul Phillips.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
How you doing, dude?
Man, I am busier than a busy bee at the moment. But other than that, I'm good.
You are a guitarist. You were in Puddle of Mudd. You are a Harley rider, and you were a professional skater, correct?
Man, I've done everything, man. You name it, I've done it.
That's amazing.
I may have done porn at some point.
I got one. Were you ever?
I used to drink a lot, so it's possible.
Oh, okay.
I saw that, dude, that you're sober, and I was going to ask what your lowest point of drinking was that made you want to sober up.
Well, when it turned from, like, drinking at night and then getting up the next morning and going to the gym and getting things done to where it ended up I would start drinking on a Monday and then wake up on a Sunday and be like, how is it Sunday now?
Holy shit.
I started
Same
drinking
exact
on
thing.
Monday, like losing a week, man. And
Wow.
I had a bad relationship, man, with my ex-fiance, and, like, you know, we would drive each other crazy, and it got bad. Cops involved, jail, you know, all that fun stuff. dude.
Wow,
All that-
dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
not good.
Was that when you were with Puddle of Mudd?
No, long after that, man. That's been in, like, the last like 3 years is when it's like really, like, it really got bad. Nah, when I was in Puddle, man, I could drink a bottle like a champ. Wait.
I thought it was dealing with Wes that drove you to drink. I heard he's a character, man.
Oh, geez. I can tell you how much time you got, buddy. I can tell you stories all night long about that.
I mean, we got all the time.
I had a drummer like that.
You did?
Yeah, man, one of my old bands.
Oh man, how was it working with him though, Paul? Because he seems colorful.
Some points good, man, and some points bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that me and Wes were like ever the best of friends. Like, you know, we got off tour and, you know, we didn't talk. Like, wasn't somebody I was hanging out with, you know. But when we got on stage or we got in the rehearsal room there for a while, you know, it was fine, you know. And he always did his thing, you know, way before I got into my own thing, you know. And it got bad, you know, about the making of the Famous record, so I took off, and then, you know, he went to rehab, which I've been 3 times now, so hopefully third time's the charm. But
How'd you meet him
you know,
in the first place?
he got cleaned up, so I came back, you know, and everything was good for a while, and then it just got crazier than ever, man, and it just, you know, unfortunately, man, it's a disease, and at the time I hated him, but as you go through your own battles, you realize that, and you forgive him. You're like, man,
right.
it's not him when he's like that. It's not him. It's the whatever he's putting in his system, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just I got to points to where we were on stage, man, and I would be embarrassed, man. I would like walk off. He'd be on ramps, and I would walk off stage and just be like, "What is going on?" Or like, "What?" And then he'd walk off stage because, you know, he didn't sound right or this or that, and it just got bad, you know. And then me and him got at odds again. We were fighting like all the time, and then it was just like, okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, you know, it just got bad.
How did you meet him in the first place? Our friend Pete just asked.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Actually through Fred Durst from Limp and his assistant at the time, a guy named Danny Wimmer. They're both from Jacksonville, you know. So I've known Fred for a while, and I've known, you know, his assistant Danny, who, you know, does all the big festivals around the country now, Rock on the Range and Welcome to Rockville, Carolina Rebellion. He does all that stuff now, but he was his assistant at the time. So Fred had signed my old band that I had, and that band broke up, and then we stayed in touch, and then he just, you know, he told me he had this new signing, this new label called Flawless, and this was the first signing, and they needed a guitar player, and would you fly out to L.A. and do it? And I was like, I was on the Van Wilder plan at the time at college. I've been going to college for like 7 years. So, and literally, I kid you not, I was going to graduate in like 2 months.
Wow.
And I was like, you can't wait 2 months. And they were like, oh, if you're too busy, then I guess you're too busy.
Wow.
And I was like, man, really? So I flew out, and literally within the first week of meeting Wes, I wanted to fly home.
So it was
Right off the bat.
Hate at first sight.
Yeah.
right off the bat. And
That's insane, man.
At that point, it didn't have anything to do with demons. It just had to do with we just didn't click. And not I was saying we were never the best of friends, But luckily, I stuck it out, and we found a way to work with each other. And
That's
obviously,
cool.
when we
That's
got on
cool,
stage
man.
there for a while, we did our thing. So had success, and so it's all good.
That actually speaks like loudly,
Right,
as a
right?
person, man.
Just that you were that
yeah,
professional.
man. That's I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, I do it every week. I really don't like slam, but
Right, and we despise each other.
we fight a lot off the
We
show.
poison each other's drinks. It's crazy.
We meet up once a night just to fist fight.
What you don't know is Slim only comes out of his room for the show at
I was gonna say
5:29. At 5:29.
And he literally comes when
Yeah.
he's coming out.
I literally
Comes and
masturbate
then
before the
comes on
show.
That's the only way he could deal with
Usually between breaks.
me. Oh no, Paul, you're also are you getting your professional trainer license, or do you already have it?
I've actually been working on it. I'm on the Van Wilder plan with that too. I got an extension on that as well. And that's what I was working on right before you guys called. And for my last workout plan, for my last case study, I'm on literally the last day.
Wow.
So, and
Dude,
so I should be done here in the next couple of days, finally, which is good because I'm also opening up a gym that I'm hoping to have open in 4 weeks. So it'd be great if I was certified personal training by then.
It
So
would be pretty good.
Yeah, dude, because you're ripped, man. I checked out your Twitter earlier today doing show prep, and I was like, wow, man, you could fuck me up. So I'm gonna be nice.
What's your secret?
Just because
'Cause-
you're ripped doesn't mean you can fight. I'm still a teddy bear, trust me. Trust me. Any girl I've ever been with in any relationship knows that I'm a teddy bear, and nobody's heart gets broken harder than mine. Trust me.
Oh.
Which has a lot to do with my drinking, to be honest. But no, that was always my second love, man, and I always tried to do it on the road. But there's only so much you can do on the road, And so when I got, I did a little bit with Red Theory, and they kind of quit doing things, and I was like, well, okay, this is my second love, so I'm gonna focus on this, and luckily I was blessed with success. I don't have to work 9. So I can go to the gym for a couple hours a day and get really jacked, and then and then the opportunity came to do this gym thing, and I was like, oh well, I better get certified, So I've been working on that, and now it's just coming down to the wire with it's pretty fresh with my ex, but I would really be getting going on this personal training thing, and then all hell would break loose, and then it'd be like, okay, then we just lost a week, and then and then it'd be going good. Oh, okay, we just broke up. Now we just lost another week, and it just got crazy. So
I got a question about that. What should you eat when you're trying to get ripped like that? Because I'm actually trying to get myself in better shape.
Yeah.
I'm a fat fuck.
Well, it really depends, man. I don't know what you look like or anything like that.
He's a slob.
I'm a fucking slob, dude. Well, I'm not
okay.
I'm not.
No, he's not like a blob.
I
He's-
definitely am slob.
He's solid, but he's slobbing.
Well, no, I got you. I know what you're saying. Well, basically, man, the things that just always work, and the different volumes of it and the different times you're eating may vary, but pretty much all I eat is, egg whites,
Wow.
grilled chicken, broccoli, grilled turkey, turkey burgers. I get my fat from nuts and avocados, and I do veggie cheese, and I've become really good at making like super healthy food taste good, and then number one rule is stay away from the white devil, man. Stay away from sugar.
Yeah. I just gave him the white devil.
He just gave me a white devil.
He got a bag of flips in his hand.
Yeah, man. Stay away from white rice, white potatoes.
Wow.
It's pretty much all I eat for my carbs is a little oatmeal here and there, and then brown rice and sweet potatoes, man, and that's it.
When I was losing my weight, basically all of my carbs were coming from white rice.
Yeah, you did great, dude.
Yeah, actually I'm getting a little fat again, but not quite as bad as I was. I lost like 110 pounds, and I've gained like 15 of that back.
That's so pretty good.
It depends on how you do it too, man. Because if you starve yourself, like on those, I'm not saying you were doing Weight Watchers or anything like that,
no.
but that kind of program, you actually, I don't need to bore you, but I'm a nerd right now. But it's like you lose muscle mass too, and what people don't realize.
No, I want to know because I definitely want to get I want to get.
I've definitely been adding more protein to my diet. Like,
oh yeah,
try to have like a scoop of peanut butter or something like that, just to try and add like more straight protein into the diet.
Definitely gotta do a protein supplement too, because you just can't eat enough protein in a day, then you'll get full.
Oh
yeah, you gotta add a shake. You know what I mean? Like
I was taking like 24 ounces of a protein shake with me for like work. I drink like like 20 ounces. I drink like maybe half of it during the day, and then like the other half when I get home, and then I would work out. Do like an hour straight of cardio, and then I would have dinner, and I'd be done with it.
I actually have a very important question, Paul. What gets you more pussy, playing guitar for Puddle of Mudd or working out and looking fit?
Puddle of Mudd, without a doubt.
Yeah. I could have told you the answer to that one.
That's shooting fish in a barrel. Just because you're in shape, there's a bunch of guys that are in shape, so you still got to work for it. But I mean, playing a rock show and then going backstage, I mean, it's like that's like kid in a candy store. That's a no-brainer.
I got a question.
Then you could just fucking walk through and point at the ones you want back there.
I got a question. Was she fucking hates me? Was that about like somebody? He's been obsessing over.
Yeah,
I've really been wanting to know. Like,
what is that song about?
What does that song? Who is it about? Anybody in particular?
That was somebody in particular. Then it was somebody that Wes had broken up with. But the funny story about that, man, was Come Clean. The record was done at the time, and we were like done with the record, but we were just screwing around in the studio on the last night, and we were all drunk and high and everything else, just joking around, like playing acoustic guitar, and we wrote the dumbest song that we could come up with. Like literally, that's what it was. It still is to me. Like that song haunts me. Like did it make us a lot of money? Yeah, but as a musician, am I proud of it? Hell no.
Yeah,
but
it's like America's Most Wanted.
Literally, it was a joke. And then our record label guy came in and was like, "Dude, that's great. You got to record it." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "We got that?" And then I was like, "Okay." And then I made a deal with him. I was like, "It can't go on the record."
Label guy
it ends up on the record. And then I made another deal. I was like, it can't be a single. And then it ends up being a single, and then it like blows up, and it's like one of our biggest singles ever. And I was just like,
wow.
I'm like, well, that's why I'm on this side of the desk, and you're on that side of the desk.
I've actually
I
heard.
Walked in and said, you guys are drunk and stupid. I'm out of here.
I've actually heard it's always the song that you don't want to like
take off, and it does.
Take off, and it does. Yeah, like.
It always is, man. It's our cherry pie, man.
America.
I gotta breathe.
Oh, sorry, Paul. Go on, Pete. What were you saying? I'm sorry, we interrupted.
No. Like I said, it's always the song that you don't want.
Yeah. So do you, Paul? Are you still playing in any bands?
No, I'm not. I'm not right now, man. I mean, like, there's just. I mean, it's like if the right thing came along that like paid and was worth something, I would think about it.
Right.
But the thought of touring, like at my age right now, I'm just like, ugh. And then starting a new band, the way the industry is now, there's just
Oh man,
no
the
money in it.
The industry's fucked up right now. It really is.
Talk into the mic.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna go out in a van or an RV. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do. When I was 18 in punk rock, like hell yeah, put me in a van, put me on the Warped Tour in the middle of summer. Hell yeah, I'm all about it. But at this stage of my life, I'm like, yeah, goddamn.
No.
What about just doing like just going to bars and just doing like a solo thing?
I do that sometimes just around town actually with there's just a group of musicians here in town that are really talented, and they never made it, but there's like open mic nights and stuff.
Oh
and
yeah, man.
We'll go and jam, and it's like no pressure. We play covers, we play some Puddle stuff, like
Cool.
whatever, totally chill. And to be honest with you, man, at this stage, that feels as good as it did back in the day. I mean, if you would have told me that felt as good, like just after I'd gotten off tour, playing arenas, I would have been like, okay, this sucks. But now It's like I really don't care because I'm not really pursuing it right now. I have other things that I'm trying to do, so it's no big deal.
So I'm curious, like as far as practicing guitar, do you still like play every day, just like on your own, like you're in your bedroom, you whip out the guitar and practice, or no, not as much?
I really don't, unless I have something to learn. Like, to be honest with you, I just don't. Like at this age, I'm probably as good as I'm gonna be at this age.
Yeah. Who are your influences musically?
What's that?
Who influenced you as a guitarist?
Well, I mean, beginning, it was, I mean, the reason I got a guitar was, when MTV came out, and at that point, it was all the hair metal bands and stuff like that, and I got a guitar, and I banged around, but I didn't really get into it until I got a little bit heavier, and then it was Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Guns N' Roses,
Anthrax.
all that sort of thing.
Get that away from me.
Let me have that, Pete. Give that here, Pete. Give it
Our
here.
drunk intern has the horn right now.
Yeah, not anymore. There's a good reason why I took away from him.
But,
I love drinking. I'm Pete.
I love drinking and Metallica. Goes hand in hand.
They're incredibly drunk right now.
No, you are.
hey, man, I wish I could. So good for you. Good for you.
Where's my flip slam?
What's what was your favorite band to play, like, that you guys have played with?
I'll hook you up.
Man, there's that's hard to say because there's different bands for different reasons. I was a big Deftones fan when Puddle started, and that was one of our first tours. So that was pretty cool. And then playing with Korn and playing with Linkin Park, we got to play for like some really, really big crowds. And
What about
playing with Velvet Revolver was cool just because I was a big Guns fan. And then actually playing with Damage Plan when they were around, before that happened with Dime was huge. I mean, I would sit there and they played Walk every night, and I got to run up on stage and sing Walk every night. You know what I mean? Like,
Not the walking.
it was awesome.
What about Tool? What's your opinion of Tool? Like,
Tool?
Yeah.
Did we lose you?
You still there?
Flips McGillicuddy.
Uh-oh.
Did he
Technical difficulties?
Did he get cut off? Paul.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, we can hear you now.
All right. Sometimes my speakerphone gets weird. Hang on just a second. Can you hear me now again?
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes my speakerphone craps out. I don't know what that's all about. But what was the question? I missed the question and lose it.
What's your opinion of the band Tool?
I love Tool. I think they've become a little bit of a musician's band, in my opinion. I prefer earlier Tool myself. I just think they got, as a musician, like, obviously I respect it. And they're one of those bands.
But I agree with you. Like, their early albums are the best. Like.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, Opiate, Undertow,
yep.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was my favorite. And then, you know, as a musician, I appreciate everything that they do now, but it goes a little over my head. I'm a sucker for like a pop chorus. I just am. Always have been.
Well, we all got to start a band called Flips McGillicuddy's.
I think that's a great band name, actually.
We got to do it.
What do you think of a Fear Factory or System of a Down?
Phillips,
to be honest with you, I don't know that much Fear Factory. I don't know what that is. I just haven't listened to that much of it. But System's rad. I think System's like their own thing. They're heavy, but they're also like super wacky.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yes, they are. I love Surge. Fear Factory was like one of the first type of almost one of the first like industrial type.
The worst. First.
Well, for System, if you really want to go back, look at the band, the Dead Kennedys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he really based his vocals off of Jello Biafra.
I could see that a little bit. I don't know if that was intentional or
absolutely.
not, but I could hear that for sure.
I like Flips McGillicuddy.
There's definitely like I love Surge. I love Surge. I love Surge, but like.
And from
soda,
right? from what I hear, he's the one that won't do the reunion. The rest of the guys want to get back together, and for some reason, Surge has no desire to do it. So.
Really?
I heard he's a little bit of an oddball, just like Flips McGillicuddy.
Just like
Flips. I am Flips McGillicuddy.
I knew it. I knew it. That's it. We're going outside and battling to the death.
It was me all along.
Well, hey, if there's one thing that I know, most creative lead singers are a little bit off. I can tell you that.
I could just imagine.
So as far as
true.
So as far as your future goes personally, is it just a fitness thing?
Yeah, as of right now, I mean, I'm not saying I won't ever do another project, but if I do another project, it'll just be for myself. I have no hopes or aspirations of, you know, going out and touring anymore. Like, it really just doesn't excite me, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. If, like, you know, Taylor Swift or Rihanna or somebody wanted to call me and pay me like $5,000, $6,000 a week, would I think about it? Yeah, I probably would think about it. But you know what I mean? But the thought of starting a new band and playing clubs and doing the RV, or, you know, and that just struggling again, like, hell, I've already done that. That doesn't excite me. So
yeah.
You know, so I'm doing the fitness thing, and then, you know, also been, you know, I've been working on my autobiography, which I'm super excited about.
What's that called?
What's that?
What's that called?
I can't tell you the name yet.
What's it about? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's about my childhood. It's about
Nice.
It's about Puddle. It's about Operator. It's about Rev Theory, and then it's heavy on alcoholism, and then it's heavy on getting clean, and then it's a happy ending of, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm relapse free, because trust me, I've had more relapses than most clean people that I know. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But you know, hopefully I'll get to that point. You know, but you know, just, you know, the yin and yang of being that fucked up, so to speak, and then going into fitness and getting healthy and stuff like that is, you know, I'm hoping to kind of I know people are going to want to hear the story Puddle. That's going to be a big selling point, but I also hope that it reaches people on another level of, you know, you're not the only one who's struggling with depression and self-esteem issues, and you know, you turn to the bottle or you turn to this, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, I mean, I got social anxiety like a motherfucker. I chose the wrong career. Did I always want to be a rock star?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I did. But when I got on that stage, I went, oh shit, I need a drink. You know what I mean? Like, who are all these people looking at me? I was like, quit looking at me. Like, can I be in Slipknot and wear a mask? Or can I get behind the curtain? You know what I mean? I was like, don't look at me. Stop. Look at the lead singer. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting because I can relate to that, and I know that our intern who is in the kitchen right now can relate to that as well. Like, him and I both have that kind of social anxiety thing, but yet we're attracted to doing entertainment for some reason and performing, which is just very odd. And I listen, like I've been practicing magic to be a magician for a bit, and I've listened to other magicians, and they're the same way. A lot of these guys are awkward, and they have social anxieties, and they're going out and performing in front of these huge audiences. It's strange that creative people are attracted to that type of thing.
Will you date me?
No.
Yeah, it's
You gotta propose. Get on your knees, Slambo.
Oh no, my intern just asked me out on a date, so give me a second here. No, I will not date you.
Oh my god.
Let's go. I just ripped, guys.
Oh my god.
Guys. That was just a
that smell signals the
that
show
was just
is over.
a distraction.
And he also just farted, and it smells really bad.
No, it smells amazing.
Are you sure you didn't shit your pants?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
We've been doing this show for 4 hours. You're our 9:30. We've been drinking the entire time. And our intern,
I got the Yingling.
and our
Holy
intern
shit,
did a
that-
power hour earlier on.
My god. That smells
You guys
so
know.
awful.
You guys know it smells heavenly, and you guys.
It smells like a fucking skunk died in your asshole.
A skunk dies around this property every day.
Let me tell you, egg whites and protein will not help in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
at all.
Oh,
Let me tell you
yeah.
right off the
True.
bat.
Fucking straight protein will give you the worst gas ever.
We
true,
need to
dude.
feed you that, Slambo.
I've been feeding myself.
I will. The next time, I will bring the remaining half of my protein powder, and he'll have to drink it through the whole show, and then see if we can survive the fucking farts at the end.
You're not gonna survive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It can be rough. That's for sure.
We'll get a 54-ounce can of baked beans to go with it. That's what he's got to eat it with.
And beef jerky. You gotta have beef jerky.
You gotta have the beef jerky.
That's classic. You guys are a trip. That's funny, man.
You're the best, Paul.
Oh my god! If you're not watching the stream, I'm literally sitting here with my fucking shirt over my face because Slambo's ass stinks so bad.
Oh
You know
my
it's
God.
amazing, man. You just admit it.
Listen, I drove over the Mullica River at fucking low tide, all right, and that didn't smell as bad as your ass.
Oh, that smells pretty bad.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Welcome to 9:30.
Welcome to Lamborghini.
Why? Is it 9:30 already?
It's actually time to wrap the show.
Yes,
Paul,
it is.
why don't you promote whatever you want to promote, and then we're gonna have to let you go. All right, man?
Yeah, no worries, man. I got to do this book interview anyway. But yeah, man, I want to promote the book. I hope it's coming out by the end of this year. I hope we make it. It's a big process. I had no idea what I was.
You gotta let us know when it comes out.
Where can everyone find you? Like,
Yes,
where can we all find you?
What?
Well, I mean, the book company is a legitimate book company. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not Slash or Nikki Sixx, so I can't promise you it's going to be in Barnes and Noble and all that shit. But I mean, it'll definitely be online on Amazon, and you know, it'll be on the book company's website, and I'm going to be doing an acoustic book tour and signing. So I'll be out and about doing that, and then I'm gonna set up a bunch of phoners and hopefully, you know, a few little TV appearances here and there too. So you'll be able to find it. You'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
You gonna let us know when it comes out?
Can you sign our intern?
Can you sign me?
Of course.
He's got the sweetest set of tits you'll ever sign.
Definitely do.
You got it, man. Anything you present, I will sign it.
Oh wow! You just completely opened a can of worms right there.
Hey man, I've pretty much done it all, man, to be honest with you. People are weird, man. People are weird, dude.
Yes.
What is the weirdest thing you had to sign?
Well, I mean, I've had to sign prosthetic legs. That's kind of weird.
Wow.
That's
You ever sign somebody's glass eyeball or something?
What's that?
You ever sign somebody's glass eyeball or something like that?
No, I mean, I've signed foreheads and cheeks and
Penises. Have you ever signed penises? Is what we're all wondering.
No.
No, I've never had to do, and I would. That's the one thing I would have to draw the line on that.
I completely agree with you, man.
I've done big pregnant bellies. I've done saggy udders. I've done cellulite boobies, like whatever, man.
Wow,
that's what I say. To a certain extent, present it and I'll sign it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Paul. We very much appreciate
it.
We're gonna have to wrap this up. All right,
That was
buddy?
awesome.
That was good, man.
Got it, man. All right, y'all have a great night.
You
Thank
too,
you.
bro.
Later, man.
Good one, dude.
Awesome.
Later.
See ya.
All right, guys. Robin Slim Show.
Robin Slim.
That
Podcast.
very Robin Slim Show. Very, very, very long podcast.
Guys.
Nah, in moron.
Fucking safety, guys.
Safety, because he farted again. All right, Orlando.
Oh, come on.
Find us on Twitter. It's Robin Slim Show.
That's
We're
it.
on IBM Nation. Also, find us on Facebook, Robin Slim Show. And if you Google Robin Slim Show,
I can't.
that is all. Take care. Love you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down. Okay, have a crappy weekend. Hope your house burns down.